Hi, it's Laura. I had to record this twice because my audio limiter decided to be transphobic. Um, so I have to get all sad and sappy again. Um, so where have I been? What's going on? Whatever. Um, Last year, I had been working on some mental health practice around um, some trauma treatment around like my family life and things like that, and getting some information from my therapist around like OCD, CPTSD, and autism, and nowadays even ADHD possibly, and just like what that means, what that looks like, if it's true, like, and dealing with like the imposter syndrome around those things at the same time. And so it's been rough. Um, Meanwhile, working through like PAX West and like, and this is like fall last year, PAX West, Girly Pop Cup season 2, like just so many things are going on at the same time. So I had to stop doing my trauma therapy, um, which is fine. I'm okay to leave that one behind, and we can pick it up again later, which is fine. No big deal. And started working on Girly Pop Cup season 3 in January. It's just been super busy all the time. And, I was still uploading, um, even despite all those things, even despite working on season 3, and um, despite even like some of my travels and things like that, or like events in my area or things like that, which normally kind of like hinder me from producing content. And I was really like gung ho. Like I was making those flyers that were animated. I was, doing collabs. I was like really working on coming full force, and I felt good about it, and I was proud of myself for really like pushing myself to make schedules, to make stuff, and I was really excited. I didn't even get burnt out. The problem came up that like someone had mentioned to me, who like I I trusted, that my content was not good, and um, at the time it didn't really impact me, but somehow it slowly like ate away at me, um, and just completely destroyed my work ethic. At least for myself. Like I still worked incredibly hard on Girly Pop and like my extracurriculars outside of streaming and things like that. And I'm kind of sad that I let that comment like eat at me the way that it did. And I did the work to undo that damage, that was done. And I do feel like that is such a small comment to like really derail me, but sometimes these things happen. Sometimes small insignificant things can make the difference when you're in the zone. You're like, I feel good, and then like an intrusive thought happens or something like that can like really eat away at a person. And I didn't go to PAX East because, like a week before PAX East, um, they had implemented ice at the airports, and I was like so excited to meet like so many different people. I was excited to meet like people like Jenny, who inspire me, um, who does like wholesome games and everything like that, and like some other content creators, who I was excited to meet up with, like all the women from the Women's Guild, um, and stuff like that, and developers who I love meeting, and I didn't get to do that this year, which is fine. I wanted to be safe. And if you're one of those people who was excited to maybe meet me or whatever it is, feel free to DM me. I would love to talk to you. Um, and yeah, so it ate away at me, and um, I'm working backwards to eliminate that feeling so I can work forwards again and come back full force the way that I was. And I've been working incredibly hard on the Girly Pop Games season 3. So if you could support that, that would be great because I've put my whole body, spirit, and mind into it. And I know that Shiny and Robbie for short have also put in a fuck ton of work into this project. And we're just making the process better and better. If you were like season 1 or season 2, like just wasn't your to your taste, keep trying the new seasons because they're going to be bigger and better every single time. Um, yeah, I feel bad for not being present to a lot of my interactions in the past few months. Um, I I love hanging out in everyone's streams. Um, I love talking to all the different creators I've come across, especially in this last year or two in particular. Um, I it means a lot to me to be able to have an impact that I hope is positive. I want to have good interactions with everyone. I want to be there to listen. I want to be there to help. I want to be there to be a positive force in people's lives, people's dreams, people's whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's parasocial, but that's what I want out of life. That's what I want out of this project. Like being a streamer and being on the internet. Like I want to do the work. I want to be a workhorse. If you need my help, I'm happy to help you. If you need, a support system, I'm happy to be that for you. If, whatever. Like, and I just feel like I kind of disappeared entirely. And that makes me kind of sad because that's not what I want to do. And speaking of that, like what I want to do, like the whole reason I make content is because I want to have fun first and foremost. For me, I want to have fun. I want to be a positive trans woman force in the world, someone who, does her research, someone who is hopefully fucking funny, someone who, you know, is learning to get better at makeup and, you know, um, whatever. Like, I just want to have fun. I want other people to have fun. And that brings me to my second reason is like, I want to be a positive trans influence or um, something visible for other trans people that they can say, oh, there's a trans person. I can sit here and have a good time because she's also trans. And that's something that I've experienced. Like, I want to watch gamers or let's plays or even just regular content creators who are like me and go through things that I go through because I understand where they're coming from in a different way. And yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create that. And at the end of the day, if nobody watches my YouTube content, for example, or my streams, like a trans woman is still laughing at the end of the day because I laugh at my own shit. Um, and that's not to be conceited. I just think that my shit is funny, which I would hope anyone else thinks that their own stuff is funny. Um, yeah, I said a lot more in the first take. I'm so sorry. But if you're someone who is a developer, is a PR person, is a streamer, is a viewer, is whatever, and um, I've made an impact on you, or you've made an impact on me in the last 2 years, um, you can always reach out to me, even if we don't like each other. If you know that we don't like each other, if you don't know that we don't like each other, whatever. Like I don't care. I care about community, and if you need my help, let a bitch know, and I'm happy to do that, or to like offer advice or whatever it is. And just know that like the people like Poppy Oddly or Tootie or Ruin or Ivy or so many other people who have really welcomed me into their communities. It has meant so much to me, more than I think you can know. And I want everyone who I've collabed with in the girly pop games, even like everyone, Aria Zero and all them, like Damsel, like, and I'm not going to name every single name, okay? I'm sorry. You know who you are, and if you're like, ah, that's not me, it is you, bitch. It is you, okay? Like, I care about y'all, and I want to be there to support you. I want to be there to be your cheerleader. I am just so honored to have been in a shared environment with so many wonderful, beautiful, amazing people. And I I feel like I've let a lot of y'all down because I really want to be there to be a positive presence. I want to help. I want to be there. Have I said that I want to be there? It's a second take, so I don't remember what the hell I said in the first one. You get the picture, okay? You can DM me. I'm there to help you. You know I'm a workhorse. I'll help you. And I know I just said that I've been not doing my shit. I'll do the shit, okay? I love being in voice calls with y'all. I love being in your streams. I appreciate y'all so much that I can't possibly express it in this moment. We just finished filming something and I'm exhausted, so bear with me. But anyway, I love y'all. Um, I heard it's a tagline from Maury, but I didn't know that. But take care of yourselves and each other. I didn't know. And I was like, oh, this is a good one. But it's true. Take care of yourselves and each other. Be kind. Um, and yeah, if you want to support a bitch like me, say hi once in a while. Say something nice in the comments or whatever in my videos. If Let's Play content is something that you like, or retro, or whatever the fuck I do these days, I'm going to be doing video essays and stuff like that too soon. I really plan to do that. Um, I'm your girl. But anyway, everyone, please be safe. It's fucked up out there. Um, and I will be back in full swing very soon. All right. Goodbye, everyone.